Hey guys, Crappie Kirby. It is March 20th, 2018, and we're driving over a branch of Hillsdale Lake where we're going to be fishing today. We're going to be using our Garmin Panoptix to find suspended schools of crappie over structure or on bridge pilings. Just went over the bridge right now. So we just dropped the kids off at school. It's about 8:30, and I predict we're going to have a good day. My buddy Joe Schiebel and I came out to Hillsdale on a really nice day of about a week ago, and we found the crappie suspended, schooled up, but it was a nice day, and they were actually chasing shad. So we actually had to kind of chase them down with the Garmin Panoptix. We're using the BnM Poles 10-foot super stiffs in front of us, and we had to keep moving. But with this cold front coming through, it's going to make those crappie lethargic, and I predict that if we find them with the Panoptix, it's going to be fish in a barrel, baby. So keep watching, subscribe to my channel, and we'll be unloading the boat here very shortly. Thanks for watching. So we've arrived at Hillsdale Lake. We're at Marysville Point, about to put in, and I love seeing this. Take a look. Woo! Empty parking lot. We have the entire lake to ourselves, so we can hit all of our favorite spots. It's going to be a good day. All right, guys, we are on the water. We are all set up. Those are the bridge pilings we're going to be fishing. And as if you noticed, I have already shut my engine off, turned my trolling motor on, and we are going to just real stealthily sneak in there and check with the Panoptix to see which bridge pilings the fish are on. So I will show you the Panoptix and how it works, and you'll get a good idea of which bridge piling we're going to fish. So the first one we're going to check is the one there on the left. We'll check the left side first, then the right side, see if there's some fish, hopefully a big school of crappie on that bridge piling. So once the trolling motor gets us in there, I'll show you. There's some Panoptix right there. If you look right there, there's a big tree. Okay, and if you look right there, big tree. All right, so we don't want to hit that, so we turn right. As we turn right, you'll notice that there's no tree there anymore because the trolling motor turned us right and it wasn't there. So we'll keep it on there. There's the trolling motor. We're going to come right up on that bridge piling, and you'll be able to see it on the Panoptix right there to the right. There's some fish suspended. Those are probably crappie, possibly walleye. What we're looking for is that big school, all right, because I think they're going to be real lethargic. I think we're going to have to basically hold these Crappie Magnets right in front of their face as still as possible. So we're going to be using the Garmin Panoptix to find them, and the BnM Poles and Crappie Magnets to catch them. So take a look. There is my trolling motor, and if you look, there's the bridge piling. Look, I'm pointed right at the bridge piling right now, and there it is on the Panoptix. Now we want to go a little to the left, so we turn to the left. We want to check the right side of that bridge piling. So now we're just going to slow it down and look. Boom, 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 boom. That is a school of crappie right there. So you look to the left, there's nothing there. But if you look to the right, we're looking to the right, there's the bridge piling. And boom, right down there. So all the crappie are right in there is what the Panoptix is showing me. So we know that there's some fish right there. So now we're just gonna go around here on the other side of the bridge piling and see if we can find them. There's some suspended fish. We're turning. We're looking back towards us right now. There's the bridge piling, and boom, boom, boom. There's some fish right on the bottom there that I see kind of swimming around. So now we're going to turn, and you'll see that the trolling motor is pointed right at the bridge piling. There's the bridge piling, and believe it or not, I don't see any fish on this side. There's the bridge piling, there's the bottom, and there's no fish there. See, there's the bridge piling. We're pointed right at it. Boom, boom, boom. And there's maybe one or two along the wall, but nothing like the school we saw right there. So we know we're going to fish that side first. Now the trick is going to be holding in this wind. Now, I love my spot lock. I truly do. but I don't need any more dings in my boat. And somebody, I don't know who did it, but somebody took the time and the energy to drill a few holes, don't know who it could be, in the bridge. And they put some screw locks in the bridge. And I just happen to have the screw that fits it. I can't believe it. What a coincidence. Anyway, so if we take a look over here, we're going to come in here and we're going to set up on these screw locks on the bridge on Hillsdale. There's one right there. So we'll get down here, take us in a little bit. We'll see if that screw lock is right in there. Look at that. I can't believe it. What a coincidence. Unbelievable. One more. And voila. We are secure. Okay, we are all set up and ready to go. Got a couple of crappie magnets on my B&M super stiff 10-foot pole, which is going to allow me to get all around here. One thing about these crappie magnets, when you're an optimistic crappie fisherman like myself, I predict we're going to catch a lot today. Got my fingers crossed. So I like to use the crappie magnets not only because they had that little flutter feature that the crappie see from below. It's a really simple jig setup. I'll show it to you right now. But when you're catching a lot of crappie, if you see these two little things, when they split, they just create a lot of action down there. But the other reason that I like using the crappie magnets is they're super sharp and they'll stick to your coat. No, but another reason why I like to use them is they have this double cross. I'm going to zoom in there so you can see it. If you see it, it's got not one barb, but two barbs that actually keep the body of the jig on there a lot longer, a lot more sturdier. I don't know if that's proper grammar, but you'll notice I won't be spending a lot of time putting extra bodies on when these crappie hit it and miss it and pull it down. A lot of times they say you took your skirt down, but with the crappie magnet double cross jig heads that you can buy at Bass Pro Shop, you don't have to worry about that. So let's see if we can catch some crappie. Simple presentation. We've got a crappie magnet in purple because the shad here in Hillsdale have a very iridescent purple tint to it. And then of course the all-time favorite white and chartreuse. Now the trick today to catch these crappies, we're going to have to hold it super still. So we're going to drop this down. I'm using the B&M Ultimate Super Stiff. All right, let's take a look at that. BnM Poles Ultimate Super Stiff. This is the 10-foot version. These fish look like they were suspended at about 16 feet. So basically what I do is I just take my jigs and I know that I'm at 10 feet right there. I drop it down about 3 or 4 more feet. I click the bail and then I swing it over here to these bridge pilings. See if we can't catch a crappie. Whew. It's cold, baby. It is cold. Go. Just took my jigs through a school. Felt all the crappie on the line. Felt like 6 or 7 fish there. So that tells me that I may be fishing a little deep. If my line's over their back, I want it right above their face. So I'm raised up a little bit, reeled up a little bit. See if we can't catch a crappie. Come on, crappie. Prove my theory right. Give me a little bite. There he is. On cue. On cue. He's a monster. He is a monster. Little black crappie. A little black crappie here at Hillsdale. Notice he doesn't have the lines like a white crappie does. Curse flat he goes. He's too tiny. But that didn't take long. That did not take long. On our first pillar of the day. Well, there he is. Ooh, feels like he got a little weight on him. What on earth is this? Just a keeper crappie? Oh, it's just a crappie that I accidentally snagged. That's how thick they are. Felt big because he was coming through like a barn door through the water. Probably a nice little 9-inch crappie. Throw him back in there. Keep on keeping on with the BnM Poles and the Crappie Magnets. Having a good time, Hillsdale, March 20th. Come on, crappie now. Boy, you've got to hold still for these crappie. I mean, dead still. They're still pretty cold. And understandably so. They don't want any movement. They don't want any falling action. They want that bait as still as possible, right in the front of their face. Otherwise, they're not having it. They're just not having it. There he is. Oh, missed him. That was a bite because I was holding perfectly still. It wasn't like I went over his back or anything like that. Now, one little trick you need to do is when you have a bite, just reel up, or don't reel, just raise up the rod tip, all right? Because you're obviously at the right depth. Yep, there he is. I just raised it up. Now I'll reel and swing that crappie in the boat. And bam, crappie to the chest. And look at that. He hit the purple Crappie Magnet. And the reason he hit the purple probably is because all the shad here in Hillsdale have a beautiful purple shine to them. Now we are in 20 foot of water, but these fish are at 16 feet. So you can either go to the bottom and reel up a couple of feet, or what I like to do is just measure my BnM super stiff. It's 10 feet long. Go about 5 feet below that 10-foot mark at the bottom, and you should be right on top of them. Oh, it is cold, it is cold. The waves have kind of kicked up. The wind's kicked up a little bit. There he is. Making these crappie a little bit more difficult to catch. Another 9-inch crappie on the purple. I like that purple. Kerplunky goes, kerplunky goes. Oh, it's so cold. Whew. Dang it, I knew I shouldn't have taken those heaters off the boat yet, but it is March 20th. I didn't think it'd be this cold. The wind's killing me. Take long, but not the species we're after. It's a dirty old white bass. But take a look. He didn't hit the one on the bottom. He hit the one with purple on it. So, there he is. Nice one. Oh yeah. Boom. Nice little 10-inch Kansas crappie. All right. Well, that's good news. Good news. There he is. Go! Another beautiful little Kansas crappie. Too small. These fish are real lethargic. You got to hold it super still right in front of them. I know that because I should be having a lot more bites, as many crappie as I feel my line going over. I've got crappie that are running into my line or my jigs falling over their back, but they're not bites, but I can feel the fish in the water column. Makes me want to put some treble hooks on. Really go to town on them. Of course, that's illegal. And sometimes, you know, it just takes crappie a little bit of time to wake up. Usually I find here at Hillsdale, the best time when the crappie bite really starts up is about 10:15, 10:30 in the morning. So we might be a little early for these crappie. Okay, I'm going to try a couple casts on the other side, and then I'm going to motor onto a brush pile. I just like the action a little bit faster. Granted, I might come back to here in an hour or so when the sun comes up and heats up these bridge pilings, but right now they're down there, but they're just not hungry. They're not biting. All right. Well, that one was hungry. That was on the other side where it's blocked from the wind, and I was actually able to hold perfectly still, and he thumped it. Nice little 11-inch crappie, so might be on the other side. Luckily it's Tuesday and K&N BBQ is open, baby. Woo! We're gonna have a good lunch. Oh, there's one. Ah, I missed it. After talking about K&N BBQ, favorite sandwich there, the wagon wheel, and they have a really good loaded baked potato. Good eats. You might laugh and you might think I'm crazy, but I can actually feel myself dropping that jig and hitting them crappie in the head or the back or the tail or something. That is how thick they are down there. There he is. Oh man, I missed him. I'm gonna catch this next one for you, I promise. That's good ratio. Miss 2, catch 1. Okay, I missed one just then. Miss 3, catch 1. Come on, crappie. There he is. Ah! Feels like a nice one. Oh, another black crappie. Beautiful little 9-inch Kansas black crappie. At Hillsdale they have a 10-inch limit. They got to be 10 inches or longer. But we kind of got in the zone here on this pillar. Panoptix shows this fish suspended about 16 feet in 20 feet of water. So I'm gauging that with my BnM pole. I'm having a lot of fun freezing my off in March. There's big crappie in this lake. Ooh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. Oh, there he is. Stuck on dinks. Little tiny crappie. Kerplunk he goes. Oh. It's my wife, Dana Lynn. I always catch a fish when I'm talking to her. Hi, baby. Good. You're on camera right now. So I assume I'm going to catch a crappie. Because I told everybody that I always catch a crappie whenever I'm on the phone with you. Probably because you talk so long. Are you there? Oh, I can't believe I didn't catch a fish with Dana on the phone. She's always such good luck. Oh. I'm freezing. Ah! That wind is killing me. Killing me. I gotta get out of this wind, guys. It is just too cold. Whew. About to turn this fishing show into a K&N BBQ commercial. Oh, baby. Gotta go. Too cold, too cold. Woo. Boom. I told you I was gonna do it. That 40-degree weather with that wind felt like 32 degrees, so I'm turning this fishing show into a K&N BBQ promo. I couldn't take it anymore. I was too cold. But anyway, I'll show you some of the great food that they have at K&N BBQ. But thanks for watching. If you're not into barbecue, you know, we're in Kansas City. It's kind of our staple food here. Go ahead and turn off the YouTube channel right now. But if you do like barbecue and you like the fishing that we did do and the information that we shared on the BnM Poles, the Crappie Magnet, and of course the Garmin Panoptix, make certain you subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Prepare to see some good food go in this gullet. Thanks, guys. I'm out. So here we are at K&N BBQ. It is located in Spring Hill, which is about 8 miles from Hillsdale Lake. Got a great Casey's gas station there if you need to get gas. And of course, if you need to get some food, K&N BBQ is the place to be. Come on in. All right, here we are at K&N BBQ. Fresh homemade pies. Cool, relaxed, seat yourself atmosphere. Some good food, obviously. Everybody's eating. All right, I'm at K&N BBQ. It's my favorite waitress, Billy. Hey, Billy. I'll take the regular. All right. So,
you gonna do any pie today?
Oh yeah, at the end I'll do a slice of pie. What pies do you have?
You know you're getting peanut butter.
Okay, peanut butter. I guess I'm gonna get a peanut butter pie. But K&N BBQ. Check this out. Recently featured in the Wall Street Journal as one of the Kansas City's top 5 barbecues in the nation. So that's it's a pretty good honor to have that, and delicious food, friendly service right here in Spring Hill, Kansas. So when we come back, we'll show you what a wagon wheel looks like, and possibly some peanut butter pie or maybe even butterscotch pie. They got an incredible butterscotch pie here as well, so enjoy. From a crappie fisherman to a food critic, here we go. This is K&N BBQ. Check this out. Some onion rings. This is called the wagon wheel. It's got brisket, a couple onion rings on top, some melted smoked provolone. It's an incredible sandwich. Some good stuff. Oh my goodness, that was some good nap-inducing barbecue. K&N BBQ ranked one of the top 5, obviously probably the 5th best barbecue places in the Kansas City area, and it's in Spring Hill, pretty close to the lake, so I highly recommend you check it out. Now, Kansas City, of course, famous for its barbecue, and I know I'm going to get some debates on this under comments, but top 5, I guess, well, K&N would be the 5th, probably 4th in my opinion. These are just my opinions, so don't get nasty with the comments. 4th would be Jack Stack, all right. 3rd would be Gates Barbecue. 2nd would be Q39, which is a fairly new barbecue joint in the Kansas City area. And then number 1, Meat Mitch Barbecue. All right, what's up, Podsy? It's served inside the Char Bar in Westport, and it's absolutely, positively the most amazing barbecue. They have a sandwich called Burnt Heaven, which has been on like 5 different barbecue television shows or cooking shows. Mitch Benjamin is kind of the pit master there. Really good stuff. Char Bar, check them out. But K&N, my goodness. I'm going to go home, clean the 5 or 6 crappie keepers that we had, and then take a barbecue nap. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. We'll be back when the weather's better. It's just too darn cold out there today. Crappie Kirby out. Peace.